Hey gamers, we're back with another episode of Let's Create a Competitive Card Game. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the final concept for Relic 19. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so last episode we took a look at the third concept for Relic 18, and we also took a look at the second concept for Relic 19. Now, with the second concept for Relic 19, the artist, she had provided a second concept previously. However, I did not accept that as a second concept, as there wasn't a lot of detail going on in that image, and I only get 3 concepts, so I wanted something that I could really see a lot of detail in. So I did ask the artist to provide a different second concept image. Now, with regards to what I liked about the concepts, I liked the first and the third one of these. However, for the second one, I didn't really like it as it seemed pretty basic. It was just a guy stabbing another guy. And as far as the first one, the first image here, it reminded me too much of Thor, so I didn't want to proceed with that. So the third one was really the only one left, and it was a little bit different. So I did ask her to proceed with the third image here. Now, what was I expecting for the second concept? I was really expecting and hoping that it would be like most of the previous concepts or second concepts she's given, where it's a lot more detail. It looks exactly the same as this with just more detail. However, what she provided was essentially this image, but what I call with splashes of paint that is very similar to, I want to say, Relic 14's original second concept. So we'll go ahead and move on to the original second concept that the artist provided for this image. Alright, so this is the original second concept for Relic 19, which the artist provided, and as you can see, it does look spot on like the original concept as far as how the picture looks, the shapes, everything, the outline. However, I did not want to accept this as a second concept, as again I only get 3 concepts, and this was really lacking on the detail side, so I did ask the artist to provide another render of this concept. So for the other render, I was really hoping that it would be something like this, but with a lot more detail. So let's go ahead and hop over to the, I guess, second concept for Relic 19. Alright, so this is the second concept of the second concept that the artist provided for Relic 19, and I definitely like this a lot more than the original second concept. There's a lot more going on in this image. There's a background, there's trees, you can see the, I don't know, the frog or whatever it is here. I guess the Frog King, since he's wearing a crown. Now there is some things which were left out, as she didn't really finish drawing in these. I can see where the sketch is still there, she just didn't fill those in. Yeah, the face and everything looks a lot like the original second concept, but to me this is way more detailed than that original one. So I did tell the artist to go ahead and proceed with a third concept of Relic 19. And so what was I expecting from this new, or this third concept? I was hoping for a lot more detail, slash definitely expecting a lot more detail in the image itself, as that's really what the artist does. She just draws a picture. I like the concept, and she just keeps adding more and more and more detail. So yeah, that's really what I was expecting, is just more detail, maybe having I guess these frog creatures kind of filled in, drawn in with more detail, etc. The sketches taken out of here. So with that, we'll go ahead and look at the third and final concept for Relic 19. Alright, so this is the third and final concept for Relic 19, and yeah, I definitely like this image. I like this image a lot. Now, right off the bat, there are some things missing. The 2 tadpole creatures, the one that was here and the other one that was here, they are missing. I did speak to the artist about that, and she is going to include them in the finished Relic 19 art. However, even if she doesn't include it in there and it's just more detail added, I will still be happy with that, as I definitely like this. I like the entire vibe of this, the background, the kind of wintry look of this. Yeah, this is a really good image. It's a little bit different from the art which she's provided so far, but yeah, I definitely like this. So what I'll do now is I'll do a side by side just so we can see the progression from concept to or original concept to final concept. All right, so this is the side by side for each of the concepts, and yeah, as you can see, it's essentially the same as the artist always does. She provides an original concept, and from there she just adds more detail, and everything about the image still remains mostly the same. So from the original concept to the original second concept, you can see this is almost a one for one actually. I feel like she just painted in, yeah, I'm fairly certain she just painted in the sketch here. um yeah, that's definitely what it looks like. But from the second concept, the comparison between the original is it is a lot different. And I'll zoom out here. And you can see this frog creature has been given more, I guess, space within the image. He now has a crown on him, and also the position of the female in this image is a little bit different. Everything is just zoomed out. The background is added, so it does look somewhat the same, but it is different. And also from the second concept, or the second concept to the final concept, it's essentially the exact same thing. She added a lot more detail. Now again, the frog things are sort of missing here. The two that are up here on these, I'm guessing this is a spear. The two that are on the spears, they aren't there, but the artist has said that she is going to go ahead and draw them in on the final render for Relic 19. So yeah, this is essentially, again, this is exactly one for one, all the same, and I 100% like the third concept, and I really cannot wait until the artist provides the finished render for Relic 19. So yeah, that will be the end of this episode. In the next episode, we will hopefully have 2 to 3 more concepts for some of the other relics, and then maybe start getting into the talents and the skills. But yeah, if you like these episodes, be sure to like, subscribe, and all of that other good stuff. Thanks.